This is a Huddle Sports Network broadcast. You can find us on Roku TV, Amazon Fire TV, Facebook, and of course YouTube. Get all your NFL news here first.
What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's been a while, but I am here. I'm in the flesh. Well, let's talk about what's been happening lately. You have a new Intercontinental Women's Champion, Becky Lynch. New Raw Tag Team Champions, the Usos. A new WWE Undisputed Champion. Rightfully so. He's no longer getting screwed. That is Mr. Drew McIntyre. Now we got some of the best of NXT getting called up now. Trick Williams, Obafemi, Jordan Grace. Getting real interesting. We also have the MFTs feuding with the Wyatt Six, and Solo Sikoa taking the infamous Lantern. I don't know about anybody else, but I think it's gonna get pretty nasty with the disrespect of taking the sacred lantern that was Bo Dallas, Uncle Howdy's brother Bray's lantern. Don't see it ending well. Also like to give a big shout out and say welcome back to Jacob Fatu. SmackDown's missed you, dude. To me, this has been more like it's weird, before the Netflix era, it was always like, well, SmackDown's been more better than Raw. Now it's like with the Netflix era, it's like flipped around. Like Raw is like superior to SmackDown, which I think when their the USA contract runs out, it's just like put them on Netflix, And I also would not mind CW being on the CW product of NXT also being on Netflix. I just think NXT as a whole needs to go back to what it was, like how it was under William Regal and Triple H. Like, it has the potential to go back to that. It does, believe me, it does. It's just it's gonna take some time for that. Also, if we are gonna talk about like anything that's news when it comes to SmackDown, I like how they're like literally not giving Cody Rhodes a rematch right away. Like they're starting up this tournament for him, for Drew McIntyre, to see who his next opponent's going to be. So this is going to get interesting. It's going to get very, very interesting. I mean, some of the guys on the list. Pull that up real quick. Mm-mm. Well, I all right. So what we got? So I found it. So what we got is WWE has officially confirmed that Cody Rhodes will not get his undisputed WWE Championship rematch at the Royal Rumble pay-per-view. SmackDown GM Nick Aldis announces that the new champion Drew McIntyre will face a winner of an 8-man tournament, which will conclude at Saturday night's main event. Matt Cardona, Trick Williams, Sami Zayn, Ilya Dragunov, Randy Orton, The Miz, Damian Priest, and Solo Sikoa will compete in the tournament to become the new number one contender for the undisputed WWE Championship and challenge Drew McIntyre for the title at the Rumble. So my thing is, either one, you're going to see a feud between Fatu and Cody Rhodes, or Cody's taking some time off. Also would like to welcome back Shinsuke Nakamura too. But what we also could see a possibility of Roman Reigns versus McIntyre at WrestleMania this year. That's a possibility. It's just really weird to see Fatu go after Cody Rhodes, and until we hear out of Jacob Fatu's mouth on who attacked him, I don't think we're gonna know. Like, the speculation still is, to me anyway, is like three people: McIntyre, possibly Orton, maybe not, or Cody Rhodes. Maybe we could see a Cody heel turn. Prayers to Alexa Bliss also getting whooped on. Excited to see Jordynne Grace. I am excited to see Jordynne Grace and possibly Jade Cargill go at it. And we got WWE's interested in Fit Finley's kid, and they're also interested in Powerhouse Hobbs from AEW. Very interesting. I've been a firm believer that eventually McIntyre was gonna eventually get his chance in front of the crowd. After winning the belt in front of no fans during the pandemic, I was amazed, and I was also happy that he now finally got it, even though at WrestleMania, he got screwed. Yes, he should have taken the belt and just left the ring, but it just comes with the territory. He took the chance to mock his rival, and his rival CM Punk had the upper hand. And my boy Damian Priest at the time had the money in the bank, and he capitalized on a great situation. But I would really like to see the Lucha Brothers. Would really like to see the Lucha Brothers in Raw. Either Raw or SmackDown. I mean, as of right now, there's a lot of possibility that Tommaso Ciampa could be leaving. So most likely, if he does leave, we're going to see another split with DIY, which is sad. It's rumored that his contract's up, and you just need something going with this division, this tag division. But I'm looking forward to more Jacob Fatu. Looking forward to the return of Roman Reigns. Looking forward to more of the division on Raw. I like what they're doing with the division. Like what they did bringing in Austin Theory, but also at the same time, I think Seth Rollins is the mastermind of behind Austin Theory. So I think there's a great chance that Theory could turn on the division and do the bidding for Seth Rollins. Also going to be excited for when Seth Rollins does return, because say the division, carries on, doing what they're doing, right? I think this is eventually gonna lead to Seth Rollins linking up with Roman Reigns, and then when Jon Moxley's contract is up with AEW, I'm calling it right now, Moxley is gonna come back, and we're gonna get the reuniting of the Shield, but this time under the Triple H era of WWE. And to be honest, I think it'll be better. The last run that they had, I wasn't really a fan of it. Like, yeah, I liked it. I liked seeing them together, but it just didn't seem like a reunion. Like, it was just felt temporary. You know what I mean? Now their first go around, that was amazing. That was absolutely amazing. First go around when they debuted. But I'd like to think that if Moxley does come back and say they do challenge the Vision, I think this reunion would actually be something to see. But also at the same time, we don't know how long Roman's got. We don't know how long Seth Rollins has got left in the tank. Both of these guys, put their bodies on the line day in and day out. Rollins, multiple injuries, and he's let it be known that he's pretty banged up. Moxley, on the other hand, I would love to see him come back. Not only do something with the Shield, but I would also love to see him in WWE, doing a singles run. I liked his Dean Ambrose character. I just did not like, that they didn't do much with him. Like he's one of the guys that I would have not let walk away from the company. Definitely somebody that I would have kept around. Also, I'd like to also point out I would not mind Randy Orton, Drew McIntyre. That's another one I would not mind. Is Randy Orton, Drew McIntyre. And I've been saying this, Randy Orton has the chance to make history, like WWE has a chance to let him make history before he retires. You know, obviously John Cena passed Ric Flair, right? Well, guess what? Randy Orton's a 14-time champion. You don't think he has time before he retires to reach that and to carry on um to carry on the, the evolution of it, you know, given that one of his stablemates was the GOAT before Cena. What's up, brother?
Sorry I'm late, bro.
No, you're all good.
No, that's yeah. So, the Usos are tag team champions again.
Yes.
Yes, I like that.
I was just talking about how I'd like to see Orton go after McIntyre.
Yeah, that's
You know, given that Orton's a 14-time champion, John Cena, you know, retires 17-time champion.
yeah.
He's the only guy that's left in the WWE that can physically wrestle that's close to that.
I don't like it. I don't like that. I don't like that they gave him the 17th title, dude. I really don't.
It should have been Randy Orton because obviously, you know, Triple H with his health issues had to retire and hang it up.
Well, he had to.
Yeah, because of his heart.
But I'd rather see the Usos with the belts than say Judgment Day, and watch it go like on the shelf, and you know, we might defend it every 6 months or so. We'll defend, you know, and it'll be JD and Finn and
right.
I'm sorry, dude. For some teams, yeah, I can see it, dude. But for most of the teams in the fucking WWE, JD and fucking Finn Balor weigh about as much as a wet noodle combined.
Well, and it also doesn't help that, you know, with their the story that they're in, like that fucking team should already be disbanded, dude. Like if anything, he Balor needs to go back to what he was when he was part of the club, when they had him paired up with the Good Brothers.
Right.
That's what basically what he's been his whole career, like even on the indies.
Right.
It's just like, don't try to make him like be part of some weird fucking like team that it's him out of his comfort zone. I'd like to see him, you know, what he was like when he was a singles guy, like Finn Balor, or when he was in NXT as the Prince. I loved him as the Prince when his second go around in NXT.
Yeah.
And then when they brought him back up to the main roster because they didn't have anything going for him, that's why he went back to NXT. And he brought him back, and he's sitting there challenging Roman Reigns. They fucking fumbled the ball, and then so they tried to make up for it with him coming back as the Demon. I was excited as hell, like, oh shit, we finally get to see the Demon. They fumbled that too.
Yeah, they seem to fumble a lot. Like I'm really not happy with the Wyatt Six either.
Yeah, it's just this whole thing with the MFTs is just dumb.
The MFT, yeah, that's another one, dude. It's like, come on, man. Didn't we go? What is this? The Timu Roman Reigns bloodline?
Well, see, what I got out of it is now that they got the face paint, they're doing something that the Guerrillas of Destiny did with the face paint when they were in the Bullet Club. They're not the fucking Bullet Club, so why have the face paint?
Because
That's the signature of Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa when they were in New Japan. Like,
there's
are
a reason.
all these are they gonna make all these fucking guys Bullet Club? Like, is Styles gonna go in there with fucking Balor? Are they gonna fucking baptize these guys into the club? Like, it's just like you're mixing two fucking factions, essentially. If you want to be realistic here, fucking Bloodline and the Bullet Club, like, keep it fucking separate. Which would also be really weird, right? Is if Styles started up his own like form of the Bullet Club again, and they actually gave it like some actual thought and actually some preparation behind it, what side would fucking Tonga Loa and Tama Tonga be on? That right there would be like, so are they gonna go against their My Family Tree, the MFTs, or would they side with the team that they've known all together and loved throughout the Indies?
Right.
But I'm also seeing a rift. I'm also seeing a rift in the MFTs though with Tama Tonga. I think he's going to be the one that splits up the group. Like, since he's come back, he just seems on edge. Even before he left, like, the relationship between him and Solo, like when he left was rocky, and now that he's back, it's just like it's still kind of like eh.
I don't get why they have to beat up Alexa Bliss lately, dude.
Oh yeah, with Lash Legend and Nia Jax.
Yeah, Lash Legend and the female fucking
female Rikishi. It's a mix of Rikishi and Roman Reigns.
I was gonna say Barbarian, but you know,
no, it's Rikishi's body. Rikishi's body with Roman Reigns' face and height.
I don't know. Oh, Nia Jax has lost a lot of fucking weight, dude.
No, I'm saying
she's lost a lot. She's lost ton of fucking weight, dude.
I'm saying that it's Roman Reigns' face on and height.
But you know, I mean, if they're gonna fucking write them like that, why don't they just put the tag belts on them, dude? I mean, they're already writing them fucking. They're writing them like, dude, and it's any fucking time they fucking come on, they're just fucking destroying everybody.
And right. Come on. I think, if you look at it, they do that. They also do that with singles people too. They'll have them beat the shit out of people and then build them up.
If you're gonna do that, dude, just make them tag champs, dude.
Right.
I mean, it's, you know, really, do you really need any fucking believability to believe that Nia Jax could actually squash half the fucking women on the roster? No, we no, because we already know that, because they've already done that. They've already done that to us. Like, every time that she goes away, she comes back and fucking boom, she's the most dominant fucking female wrestler in the fucking deal. And then 2 months later, it goes down the drain.
Well, I mean, you know, given that the female Brock Lesnar left, Ronda Rousey, she really doesn't have any more comp.
Well,
I also find it bullshit that, you know, she fucked herself out of WWE and then managed to leave WWE and then fucking drag professional wrestling down the tube.
She didn't sleep with anybody to get back up to the top, dude. Fucking, for whatever reason, Triple H loves the fuck out of her. You know.
But to disrespect the sport. Oh,
Uh,
I mean, everyone has their differences, but I mean, professional wrestling is professional wrestling, man.
yeah, I mean, obviously she learned how to do wrestling better because that was the whole fucking deal before.
Right.
And yeah, she was unsafe before, dude. She was major unsafe before, dude.
Yeah.
And she's still somewhat unsafe, but
Yeah, because it's like she's trying to. It's like what Brock does, try to do the MMA shit on top of professional
well,
wrestling shit.
I mean, there's wrestlers that wrestle stiff. Like
Right.
fucking Nakamura is supposed to be a really stiff wrestler that actually wants you to do shots on him. And hey, I mean, we could make ourselves the Stiff Wrestling Federation and have all the wrestlers wrestle stiff.
Also too though, also have to think like New Japan compared to WWE. That's a whole
That and I'll tell you what,
that's a whole different ball game.
some of these fucking I'm gonna kick out of a finisher when a match is 30 fucking minutes in. It's like, dude, really?
Yeah.
And it's not just the one guy. Both guys will fucking bust out their finishers and kickouts at 2.5, and it's like, dude, what the fuck, man? It's your finisher. You're not supposed to have a kick out at 2.5.
Right.
That's why it's a finisher.
I like to, dude. My favorite matches are the ones that are back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, they need to bring back the pile driver, especially if people can do it correctly.
Hey, I mean, essentially they did because remember, KO did it to Cody and Randy Orton.
Man, that whole thing with the fucking cutter and the RKO, dude, that's got to be fucking brutal on your back.
Oh yeah, and then also he was talking about too, like like how wrestlers are just constantly throwing people into the corner and they go shoulder first into the apron. That also too is popping a lot of fucking shoulders.
Yeah. That, man, I don't know.
Because if you hear some of them where it's like you're like, because some of them it's just like the wrestler goes down on their knees to avoid the impact, and then a lot of the other people are just like, no, I'm gonna sell this fucking thing, and they go full fucking torpedo into that fucking thing, and I'm like
all the Samoans, dude. All the Samoans, dude. Those Samoans, and they're genuinely. I've read background on a lot of them.
Yeah.
Genuinely, like there's a screw loose up here somewhere.
Well, yeah, and you also have to think like a lot of them, like with the background, like when they're young, like learning like the family business and shit, and then you also think like also the Hart family, like all that shit in the dungeon.
I mean,
like these motherfuckers are on like a padded fucking floor with just like
dude,
like regular ass walls, dude.
That was like Vern Gagne with AWA. Oh my god, dude, the shit that they made AWA wrestlers dude, they made AWA wrestlers slaves before they even stepped into a ring. It's like, here, you know what? We're gonna have you go and run the steps. We're gonna run the steps. Okay? We're gonna run five sets of steps. And oh, by the way, I want you to carry 100 pounds of bricks in your fucking backpack. It's like, dude, what the fuck are you talking about, dude?
Yeah, it's like they're training them for like football, the fucking Olympics, the strongman.
Dude, Flair trained there, dude.
Yeah,
Flair trained in the AWA. I'm like, what? Really? Because I don't remember a Ric Flair in the AWA. The earliest I have a Ric Flair is in the NWA, dude.
right.
And that like 1981, when it was him and when it was him, Bolt Andersons and Tully Blanchard, dude, the original Four Horsemen, dude. But
I still think that original Four Horsemen, the greatest group in wrestling. Like for going off like history, like those guys had it all, dude.
Greatest four-man group, easy.
Yep.
Greatest, way greatest four-man group, easy, dude. And I mean, they went through a period where the hottest wrestler in the time was in the Four Horsemen.
Yep.
Barry Windham, when he got super hot, boom, Four Horsemen. Lex Luger, super hot, boom, Four Horsemen. Sting, maybe not. I remember that Sting thought that he was going to be in the Four Horsemen. He was fucking all like super hyped about it, and they fucking
Yeah, that video.
and they beat the shit out of him. It was great. I was like, fuck yeah, fuck you, Sting. You're not getting in the Four Horsemen, bitch. I'm like, yeah,
and then later on down the line, he'd like, and when they're in fucking what the fuck is it? WCW, he's just like, oh, sell my soul to join the NWO.
Dude, that was a.
But I will say though,
that was a brilliant move too, dude.
But also, I will say though, I really loved him as Curl Sting.
Turning Hogan. Genius.
Yes,
that was absolute fucking genius. That's what they should have did with Cena. They should have had Cena fucking turn fucking back to his thug persona fucking like 5 years ago, dude.
But you know what else they should have did? Remember in WCW when Goldberg got the fucking taser because Razor Ramon Scott Hall was dressed up as the fucking security guy, fucking tased his ass. They should have brought that back. They should have had John Cena do that. They should have had Randy Orton do that to John Cena.
It's so funny. It's so funny, dude. Did you know that Scott Hall started in AWA, dude? The difference between Scott Hall AWA and the finished product, dude. Oh my god. You can see it there, dude. There's facial dude. He had facial surgery somewhere along the line, dude. He had facial surgery because his face looks completely different from when he was a rookie.
Right.
Completely different than when he was in AWA. He was all fucking hairy. He nared all that shit off. You know. Oh my god. You know. And
another group I liked. Well, I should say 2-man group was Hawk and Animal, dude.
Oh god, the Road Warriors. When the Road Warriors first came out, there was nobody like them. People were actually terrified.
Oh yeah,
because early on the Road Warriors were a super stiff team. I mean, they came out and when you'd watch them on TV and they'd fucking squash motherfuckers in 5 minutes. Those motherfuckers that were getting squashed were like, dude, can we do it sooner? I don't want to deal with this. I don't want to deal with this. I don't want you to, dude. I don't want the Doomsday Device. Fuck that shit, dude. There's hardly any padding on the mat as it is. And you want me to fucking jump up on your shoulders and that get clothesline? Are you out of your fucking mind?
Right.
But yeah, oh god, I seen them live at Starrcade in '87. With the Road Warriors and fucking Midnight Express on the scaffolds, dude. Talk about stupidity in a fucking match, scaffold match. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Hey,
I'm sorry.
Maybe Triple H needs to do that in the next angle, but not have it be not have it be like for a championship to settle the beef with Solo and fucking Uncle Howdy scaffolding match.
Last night during the fucking Cody Rhodes Drew McIntyre match, Cody did a jump off of a thing and fucking drove Drew McIntyre through a table and got kicked, and Drew McIntyre kicked out. Come on, man. You got driven through a table, dude. There's no way in hell you should kick out. unless the table had padding. There's no way in hell you should take out.
What's up, Mr. Yenzer?
Infidels. Whatever, pencil neck. Pencil neck. You gotta be old to know what that's up. What that
But yeah,
pencil neck.
maybe
Flag,
you know,
ready.
maybe that was just, you know, WWE's writing like, hey, we're gonna have McIntyre not be a bitch anymore.
McIntyre and Fatu are gonna get in on, dude.
No, it's
Fatu came back last night.
Yeah, I know, but he cost Cody the belt essentially, so it's gonna be Cody's gonna get first lick, dude.
Yeah.
But I also think
Fatu wants the belt, and I think they should put it on him, dude.
But I also think though, because Cody gets the first lick, he's gonna beat the fuck out of Cody like he did when he debuted, when he put him through the table. Yeah, Sean, I agree. It was time for fucking Cody to lose, dude. Like they were dragging that shit out, bro.
Plus, you know what? Cody going away, starting AEW with the fucking Bucks. That was all.
Yes, this I believe is going to happen. That's why they took the belt off of him.
This is all. This was, dude. When Cody left, Cody learned the business. Cody learned the business, dude. When he left, now
on the Indies,
they can do anything with Cody they want. They can do
what
they want because Cody fucking will sell all of it. That's what his
joining.
That's what his 5 years away did, dude. It taught him how.
Hey, they say the Bullet Club's dead. Cody Rhodes, I need you to resurrect it, buddy.
There you go. Yeah.
Him,
oh God.
Finn Balor, and AJ Styles, dude.
Yeah. I want to see AJ Styles and Gunther. That should be some good matches, dude. AJ Styles stepped to Gunther the other on Monday Night Raw, dude.
No, you know,
face to face, head to head. Said, "What are you gonna do about it? I don't like what you're saying about Cena. I don't like what you're saying. You know, what are you gonna do about it?" And fucking Gunther didn't do nothing. AJ Styles was like, "Yeah, that's what I thought, bitch," and fucking left the ring.
You know what would be funny is if his ass ends up getting jumped by Styles, Balor, and fucking Rhodes, and then Balor just comes out, looks at him, and goes.
Judgment Day needs to end.
Yeah, it needs to end. It needs to end on Finn Balor.
I'm tired of it, dude. Finn Balor, because JD McDonough is injured, right?
Yep, he legitimately got injured again.
I don't see how they're having Roxanne, Liv Morgan, and Raquel pal around.
Yes, sir.
I don't get it. No, they don't. You know what? Dye the hair red.
Red? Cody Rhodes, red hair?
Yes. Flaming red hair.
A fucking ginger? Ginger Rhodes?
Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah, yep. That's most likely what I'm thinking, dude. Cody was behind it. I don't know. Do you think Balor's gonna turn face? Go away from being heel? Is that what we're gonna see?
You know,
or do you think he's just gonna say fuck you, Dom, fuck you, Judgment Day, and go off?
Dom's injured.
Well, yeah, he's injured too, but I'm saying like essentially him saying fuck you, Judgment Day, I'm still gonna be a heel, but fuck you,
Just let the group implode. You know, just all of a
dude.
sudden,
It should have.
just
It should
just
have.
all of a
It
sudden,
should have. It should have imploded when Edge left. If we're gonna be honest.
just have it fade into the dark. Have it fade away. Don't write storylines for it. Just let it fade away. You know, and a Balor face turn. Well, a Balor face turn, dude. What happens when you want to bring out the demon? You know.
No, I want to see him, the demon, as a heel.
Cody and Fat, dude. I'm sorry. I love Fat, dude. I didn't like Fatu when he originally came on. I watched him wrestle like 3 or 4 times. That man's a fucking beast. That man is a fucking beast. Like all those Samoan wrestlers are. That man is a fucking beast. I'm sorry. You can't be 6'3", 290 and fucking do backflips off the top rope. No, dude. No, and that you are is just insane. Yeah, that's another one, dude. Dom's going to come back as a face. Dom's going to come back as a face. Watch. He's been a bad guy.
No. He needs to stay. He needs to stay carrying on the Guerrero legacy. All right. He's a man's man.
Mysterio.
He's a man's man. He's a man's man.
He's a man's man. Dude, every time they talk about him being in jail, I want to fucking shoot. It's like, man, you have never been in fucking jail. You have never done any stretch in jail. Dude, the longest stretch you've ever done in jail might be 2 or 3 hours while you were waiting to get bonded out.
Exactly, Sean. He will be a lovable heel like Eddie.
Yes, that's what I'm saying, dude. That's what I'm saying. That last fucking part of fucking Guerrero's career, the lie, cheat, and steal, that was face stuff, dude. And fucking they loved the crowd, ate that shit up.
Hey, here's also what I think about it. What if that custody match would have went opposite, right? What if Guerrero would have won that, bro?
But you know what? I'm sorry. Dom's much too pretty to have come from fucking Eddie's ex-wife. From Valerie Guerrero? No. Dom's
No. I'm not saying coming from Valerie. I'm saying the storyline is fucking Eddie fucking banged Dom's real mom.
Man.
Cheated on Ray.
That'd be a stretch.
Eddie, how can you do this to me?
That'd be a lot of stretch, a lot of selling.
And then fucking he has Batista come out as his muscle. You're supposed to be my friend.
Batista comes out.
Dude, that whole battle between him and fucking Batista just comes out. You're supposed to be my friend. I'll be because fucking Ray beat him in the number one contenders match. It's like, oh my god.
That's all right. He's Groot.
It's like, dude. He's like, you knew I wanted that title shot for a World Heavyweight Championship. You're supposed to be my friend. Just went ape shit on Ray, just destroying Ray around the ring. I'm sitting here, I'm like, that's not his first time getting his shit beat out of him. Remember when Brock Lesnar back in the early 2000s was doing that thing where he was putting wrestlers, strapping them to the stretcher and fucking swinging it like a bat and cracking them against the ring post? I still remember when it was Big Show that did that shit. Big Show fucking was doing that shit.
You know who was doing that shit was Bobby Lashley, dude. I loved Bobby Lashley would hoist the motherfucker up on his shoulders and he would run his fucking head into the fucking ring post.
Oh, dude, that too, but
man,
fucking when Big Show was like putting the motherfuckers on the stretcher and fucking like swinging it like a fucking bat, these fuckers are strapped. I'm watching him like swing Rey Mysterio, who's strapped to to the fucking stretcher like a fucking human fucking stick to hit the. Yeah.
That's crazy, dude.
And
No,
then they had that fucking that stretcher match.
okay, now Raw's on Netflix. Why hasn't SmackDown hit?
Why
Netflix?
isn't NXT on there?
NXT, dude, I like where NXT is, dude.
The product can be better.
And dude, you know what? The product
It needs to
the
go
product
back.
in NXT is better than on either show, either main show, dude.
It needs to go back to how it was with
You know what I'm wondering? You know, Braun lost to CM Punk. Everybody thought Braun was gonna fucking eat CM Punk alive. I wonder if they're gonna put Femi.
CM Punk got in.
I'm wondering if they're gonna put Oba Femi on Monday Night Raw, and that's why Braun's not champion, because they're
Right.
Oba champion.
Ooh.
Oba is believable as a monster champion, dude.
Yes.
He is
I agree.
completely. When Ricky Saints beat him the first time, I was like, "What? What? Come on, man! I'm sorry, Ricky Saints is one effeminate motherfucker. That whole that is the gayest shit ever. Every time he does that, I want to punch him in the fucking mouth.
I mean, remember Velveteen Dream? He was a nice wrestler too.
Dude, I love Velveteen Dream, dude. He was bad as fuck, dude.
he was one of my
favorite wrestlers on the show.
But I mean, he was feminine as fuck too. But he still whooped ass.
Yeah, but it's different. And
At least I could say that.
Ricky Saints weighs 180. Oba Femi weighs 330.
Right.
I'm not fucking ever believing that a fucking dude that's
Okay. What about
two drops under 200 pounds?
Okay. What about Rey Mysterio fucking pinning the Big Show?
I didn't fucking agree with that either, dude. Rey Mysterio was like 155 pounds, soaking wet.
What about
how do you have anybody, dude?
What about an NXT when Finn Balor beat fucking Samoa Joe for the title?
Dude, they had a great rivalry in fucking NXT, dude. And but
also at the same time, Balor's the little guy.
But they were believable because they had beforehand, dude.
True. Dude, that's one person I wish that never left. I love Samoa Joe on the mic, dude. Oh, baby!
Dude, why I watch AEW, dude?
Dude, when this motherfucker would come out in WWE with the microphone, I'm like, oh, this is gonna be great.
Yeah, for sure. Dude, that and Rob Van Dam, dude.
No, you know who else? You know who else I like on the microphone? That can give the shots on the microphone in AEW is MJF with some of the shit he says too.
He's like a student, dude.
Right.
Dude, I've watched him. You know, I mean, I didn't originally watch just because of Maxwell Jacob. Dude, the original reason why I watched was Tony Storm. WWE completely dropped the fucking ball with that because Tony Storm is one tough.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Will do anything
100%
in a fucking ring. I mean, I'm sorry, dude. If you're willing to blade and you're a female, that's saying a lot. And but yeah, MJF, man, dude, he's just gold, man. He's gold every time you put a mic in his hands. What's up, Pothead? Man, what's going on, man? You know where Pothead is. So what? So is half the fucking country, if not more. Probably more. Like 80%.
Hey, well, that's another thing that got brought up on what's his face's show
On the
podcast. Finn Balor trains smoking weed when he trains.
Who does?
Weed.
Who does?
Finn Balor smokes weed when he trains.
Hey man, there's a lot of football players that fucking smoke weed.
Right.
Basketball players, I mean, for Christ's sake, that out of all the major sports, only one sport doesn't have marijuana violation fucking rules, and that's the NBA. All those motherfuckers get high.
WWE only has so much room on the women's roster, and Tony wanted to have a more prominent role in a raise, and it wasn't worth it to WWE. WWE didn't drop the ball. Tony was unrealistic with her demands.
Well, considering she went to AEW and pretty much carried their women's division for like 3 years, I'd have to say you're wrong, dude. And if she wanted a raise, I mean, come on, dude. How much of a raise did she want? Her and Charlotte Flair came up at the same time, dude.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're at our final mark. I want to thank everybody for tuning in and watching. Be here next Saturday. We will finish this discussion
at 3:00.
At 3:00 Central Standard Time. So tune in, Jack Wagons. That's for you, Yenzer.
Pencil next. Tune in, pencil next. Are we out there?
Yeah.